All right, busy day. We're learning new details this hour after the third police shooting of the year in Jacksonville.
So that robbery suspect was shot and killed after police say the suspect fired at them. This happened at an apartment complex on Lane Avenue overnight. On your side's Leah Shields is on the city's west side with the details as JSO and the state begin their investigation.
A robbery suspect led police here to Westwood Apartments, where eventually he fired a weapon, and JSO says police fired back, striking and killing him.
Oh, well, first we heard a bunch of commotion, a bunch of police walkie-talkie talking, and so when we came out to the door, my roommate was walking his dog, and the police officer told him to get in the building.
This is what Danilo Woods could see out his window last night, flashing lights. JSO Chief TK Waters says around 6:45 p.m., officers responded to a reported robbery on Normandy Boulevard. The alleged victim pointed to where the suspect ran off, to which led police to the apartments. Waters says the suspect went into an apartment for about 45 minutes.
Officers set up, began calling for the suspect to come out. Several occasions, probably about 10 times, they made calls asking him to come out. Eventually, he did come out with his hands in the air. As they began to talk to him and approach him and ask him to come toward them, he continued to pace back and forth, refusing to do that. As they approached close to him, he then ran off once again.
Another chase, and what Waters describes as a struggle with two officers.
During the struggle, the suspect fired one shot. The officers returned fire, striking him and killing him at the scene.
Neighbors woke up with more questions.
Because we have no idea what happened.
While we're not allowed back on the private property today, neighbors tell me that when they woke up, everything was all clear and back to normal, finding out that this happened from the news. Leah Shields, First Coast News, on your side.
So as we mentioned, this is the third police shooting involving JSO since the first of the year. The first was January 8. Police said an officer pulled a car over after it ran a red light, and a passenger allegedly armed with a gun and wearing a bulletproof vest took off running. Police said that suspect was shot in a gunfight with police, taken to the hospital in critical condition. The second of 2022 came February 1st after 3 people were seen on Facebook Live wearing masks and waving guns. The owner of the home where that Facebook Live was being broadcast recognized their house and called 911. Well, one of the suspects was shot as all 3 tried to run. He was hospitalized and the other 2 were arrested.